In SEO, there aren't many quick wins, but in this video, I'm going to run through my favorite SEO activity, which potentially could be the only quick win out there when it comes to boosting your organic listings, and that is internal linking. Using the Session Media site, I'm going to go in and I'm going to implement an internal linking strategy for you guys to follow along with. We'll then have a look at the impact on the rankings over the next coming days and weeks. Also, if you like what you're seeing, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button below, but no pressure. But first, what is internal linking? In its simplest form, internal linking is creating a hyperlink between two pages on your website which sit on the same domain. It allows Google to understand your site's content and its structure a little bit better. It also helps with parsing something called PageRank. And to take this directly from a featured snippet in Google, PageRank is a value assigned to a web page as a measure of its popularity or importance, used to determine the order in which search engine results are presented. Ultimately, Google ranks websites individually. It doesn't look at the website as an entity. So the more links that you have internally pointing to one of your pages, it tells Google that page must be important, and it's sending all the right signals to boost up the organic rankings. Okay, so that's all good, but how can it help? Let's dive into the Session Media website. As you can see, for the term PPC agency, we've been sitting on page 2 in the UK for a while now. And while this does annoy me, I am hopeful because I know it's possible for us to rank, as we do currently rank #1 in the UK for the term SEO agency, which is equally as competitive and it's in a very similar industry. So we know we have the backlinks coming to our site, which makes it a strong entity, but it doesn't yet have that internal linking structure which shows the importance of this page. So what we're going to do is implement this strategy and see if we can get on to page 1 for this term, and just look at all the potential search volume for this term. I mean, look at all those impressions. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting involved with some of those. As a quick caveat before I start and go into the strategy, it's not the best strategy for a brand new website. This strategy kind of relies on the fact that you've got a few existing referring domains back to your website, and you're already sitting on page 2 to 3 for some of the terms that you're looking to go after. So Google has a bit of history and trust already within your site. This is about taking yourself from where you are at the moment, which is doing okay, to doing even better. So if you're looking for keywords to go after for this strategy for your own website, there's a few ways you can do it. You can go over to a tool like Ahrefs, and then you can go up here and you can filter between 11 and 30. This will show you all the keywords which you're currently sitting on page 2 and 3 for. If any of these keywords are high intent or highly relevant for your business, these could be great targets for this approach. You can also go on Google Search Console and go to this filter button here. You can then say to Google Search Console, show me all the results which aren't on page 1 by putting must be greater than 10. Or if you're not ranking on page 2 or 3 at the moment, there could be keywords you're currently sitting in the index for in the top 100, or ones that you want to get into that you can still look to implement this strategy for, because it's all going to help in the long run and as part of a bigger SEO strategy, and which we all know SEO isn't just a one-click fix. Okay, now we've found the keyword we want to go after, and in our case, it's PPC agency. What we're going to do is we're going to go over to Google and we're going to do a site search. So we're going to type in SITE : and then we're going to type in your domain. You're then going to put a plus sign and the exact phrase in which you're looking to rank for. In our case, that's PPC agency. What this will do then is bring up a list of pages in Google's index which they've cached, which you can see the exact keywords sitting within these pages. And next thing we want to do is go into these pages and create these phrases as our anchor text. Anchor text is the visible characters and words that hyperlinks display when linking to another document or location on the web. And yes, anchor text is important. Looking at this tweet from John Mueller, and that even though it's back in 2017, it shows that anchor text give quite a lot of context about what web pages are actually about. And I wouldn't worry too much about the different types of anchor text. In this video, we're primarily looking at exact match anchor text. There are also anchor text out there like partial, naked, branded, all these different anchor texts which come into a bit more play when you're doing link building from external websites. For the purpose of internal linking, we haven't got to worry too much about the anchor text ratios. We want to make sure that we can get all the exact match anchor text we possibly can pointing back to our target page. So let's go into this first one and create a hyperlink back to our target page with the exact match anchor text, which is PPC agency. So once you've gone through and created all the internal links from the exact match anchor text which currently exists on your website, let's go into the next step. As mentioned, Google looks at individual pages and how powerful they are as a single entity. So it only makes sense that if we're looking to rank a hyper-competitive term like PPC agency, we want to make sure we're getting links from the most authoritative pages on our website and passing that page rank from that page to the page that we're looking to rank for that new keyword. So again, if you use a tool like Ahrefs, you can go into your individual pages and see the ones which are most powerful. And by high quality, I mean not loads of spammy domains from Web 2.0s, but from real websites or industry press which have allowed you guys to rank for those terms in the first place. So as you can see on our website, there are two main pages which we've got a lot of links from. One is our conversion rate optimization page, which has been linked to loads from the graphics from big websites like WordStream, Social Media Today, and loads of others. So we're definitely going to want to create an exact match link back to our internal target page from that one. So let's do that now. And the other one is from a B2B lead generation guide that we've created a few years ago. It's not always going to be possible to get your anchor text for an internal linking purpose into one of your blog posts or pages. But for this purpose, I'm just going to try and find one because we're doing a test here, so it doesn't matter too much. We can always go through, for example, look at partial match anchor text. So for example, I may decide not just to link from PPC agency anchor text internally, but also terms just like PPC, because again, it's going to give Google some of that context like John was talking about from his tweet earlier. Right, now we've added internal links from all the exact match anchors from existing copy, and we've gone through to our most highly authoritative pages, and we've added new anchor text in to link back to the target page as well with the exact match copy. We've also added some slight variation partial match anchor text as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave it for a day or two, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to see the impact it's had on our website. But before I do that, if you guys are thinking this is a way too manual task, your websites are massive, there are plugins which I can link to in the link below, which actually go and start making suggestions about internal links from exact match anchors internally on your website. So big news sites, big publishers, lots of them you can create. There are plugins out there that help you with this process. This is just very, very manual at the time, just to sort of show the process, the thought of how you can start implementing an internal linking strategy and how it helps you really level up those keywords which are currently sitting on page 2 to 4. Right guys, it's 2 days later, and while it's too early to get excited, I have noticed some things in the SERP. And our rank tracker hasn't updated yet because it doesn't update all that often if we haven't actually put the keyword in there for them to physically track. But what we can see here is if we go into Google and type in PPC agency for my current location, we are, for the first time I've ever seen, appearing on page 1, actually position 6, which is amazing. I've been in the SEO game way too long to know that's definitely going to stay there. It could just be jumping around to see if it's a good fit for page 1 at the moment, and then using other SEO signals like click-through rate, for example, to see if it's going to stick there. But it's all very exciting, and I'd love to know if any of you guys have had success with internal linking and what your favorite SEO hack is, if you have one. Again, this is the only one I really know of to be able to go from point A to point B quite quickly. But if you do have one, please write in the comments. Hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I'll speak to you all very soon. And I'll create a video, hopefully when we're position 1 for this keyword, about the long-term impact this played in the strategy of getting us there. Have a great week, guys. See you soon.